So some people say that in our Sanatana Dharma we have blind faith. We don't have courage, or we don't have right to ask the question and why to perform a puja, why to do a japa. Some other religions are thinking in this way. These people are going in a blind faith. So in our Sanatana Dharma everything is a blind faith, or is there any reasons for that?
First of all, you must understand, Sanatana Dharma does not encourage blind faith at all. It is only Sanatana Dharma which encourages questioning. Tattva vicharam, it says. It says analyze and then seek answers. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So, and it says prajnanam brahma. So the truth is in the knowledge, and you have to search for the knowledge. And in fact, Sanatana Dharma has also proposed a Rishi Sthanam for somebody who questioned the basic principles of Sanatana Dharma. Like Charuvaka Samhita, there is one Charuvaka Samhita. Charuvaka is a Maharshi who used to propose those days, Yavat Jivam Sukham Jivet, Pranam Kritva, Vritam Pribet, Bhasmi Bhutasya Dehasya Punaragamanam Kutaha. This was his philosophy. That means, as long as you are living, live, enjoy. Yavat Jivam Sukham Jivet, Pranam Kritva, Vritam Pribet. Take loans. And Vritam Pribet means those days all with ghee. Everything was made with ghee. So enjoy your lunch, dinner, breakfast, everything with all things. And spend money, doesn't matter, bring loans, because you don't have to repay. There is no rebirth. And you don't have to repay to him. And that was his philosophy, you know. And he said, Yavat Jivam Sukham Jivet, Ranam Kritva, Gritam Pibet, Bhasmi Bhutasya Dehasya. That means it is going to be submitted to fire after the body soul leaves the body. And Punaragamanam Kutaha, where is the proof that you are coming back? This was this question. On this theory, he has proposed a Samhita. There is a book written by him on that. And for him also, Sanatana Dharma gave the status of a Rishi. They call his Charuvaka Rishi Maharshi. And people discussed with him. And today we have, as part of the Vedas actually, we have Tarka Shastra and a Mimamsa Shastra, which question the propositions made by the Vedas also, and they encourage you to analyze, understand, do your own research, and find the knowledge. In fact, we have a Purana in that, wherein son of Vyasa Maharshi, Sukayogindra, we call him Sukha Maharshi. He goes to his father and asks him for a solution, for an answer. He says, Janaka Maharaja can give you this solution. Go to him. Now this man thinks, I am already a Rishi, Maharshi, and my dad, Vyasa Maharshi, is a proponent of all Ashtadasha Puranas and all. Such a highly knowledgeable man, and he doesn't have an answer, and he's asking me to go to a king. Janaka Maharaja is a king. You know, how can I go to him? So he tries 18 times, he goes and comes back also. He doesn't go to him finally, because his conscience doesn't permit. I have not been directed properly. He comes back. Then again he says, no, my dad said, so that means that man must be a great man, wisdom man with knowledge and all. So like that he goes, and finally, of course there is a big story to make it short. He gets the answer. So this much of encouragement is given in Sanatana Dharma, not to believe anything blindly. That's the point I was trying to make. You don't have to believe anything in blindly. It doesn't encourage you to believe blindly. There is no scope at all for blind belief. Anything that you want, there is already written, documented, experienced procedures which have been given by Maharshis in different forms of literature, and you go through that, and then you understand, you satisfy yourself, and only then you practice. So it is not blind belief. Sanatana Dharma doesn't encourage blind belief at all. Okay? Belief system, yes, I agree. You have to believe, because if you have to achieve something, you need to believe. If you don't believe, you can't achieve. And you have to achieve salvation, that is your objective. So to achieve salvation, you have to believe that this is the route to follow. So therefore you have to believe. Belief is different from blind belief. It doesn't encourage you for blind belief at all, and gives you a whole, people study for 7 to 8 years in Tarka and Mimamsa Shastras after completing Veda, which is questioning every word in Vedas and finding out the answers for that. Okay.
Then Gurugar, in our Sanatana Dharma, we have so much of books and knowledge, and we have. In other religion, they say that we have only one book. In your religion, what is that one book everyone can follow? But when coming to the Veda, it is for some people who are having in that way of living, they can only able to do Veda Parayana and all. To learn the Vedas, they have certain rules.
Yeah.
And also, we have Puranas, Agamas and everything. So, for the Sanatana Dharma, if a person, a normal household, if in the other religions, everyone has the same book, and for easy to household or student, whatever it may be, there is only one book. If in our Dharma, what is the basic books our youth can follow, and basic knowledge, to get the basic knowledge about our Dharma, what are the books we can go through?
Okay. Now we have Shruti, Smriti, Puranas. The entire literature is classified into three categories. Vedas or Shrutis.
Okay.
Now Vedas also, we have thousands of Vedas. Eventually they came into four. They have been bundled by Vyasa Maharshi into four Vedas. And these four Vedas have again hundreds of shakas. We lost all that knowledge now. Only Rig Vedam, Yajur Vedam, Sam Vedam and Atharvana Vedam, they are prevailing with one or two shakas each. Hardly 10 or 12 are there now. But as you said, yes, that is not easily reachable, easily understandable, because it says Satyam Vada, Dharmanchara, Swadhyayan, Ma Pramadaha, Dharman, Pramajadavyam. It goes like that. Now what do you understand if I say Satyam Vada? So people don't understand that. So what Maharshis did was, from these Vedas, they have given us the basic principles to be followed, called as Smritis, which is like something like non-detailed, You have a main book, a textbook, and then a non-detail also. So which has bullet points in that. Now even that is a bit difficult for people to understand. So for common people, they have given us Ashtadasa Puranas. Now these Puranas will explain what is meant. For example, Satyam Vada is one word given in Veda. The whole synopsis of Satyam Vada is given in the form of a story of Harishchandropakhyanā. If you read Harishchandropakhyanā, then you will understand why Veda said Satyam Vada, what is the benefit of sticking to the truthfulness, and how does the truth finally triumph over lies, etc. So, like that, it says, Matravat Paradarascha Paradravyani Lostavat. I said sometime back about Sanatana Dharma when I introduced. So Vedas talk about these things. So treat the woman like your mother. So that's what it means, Matravat Paradarascha. Now, to understand that, you have got entire Ramayana. Sita was abducted by Ravana. He did not treat her like his mother. So therefore he had to lose all that battle. And do not expect others' properties. Duryodhana did the same thing in Mahabharata. So these Puranas have been given to people to understand in the form of a story by embedding the basic principles of Vedas and Smritis and Shrutis. So it is easy to read and easy to understand also. And sometimes if they are difficult to understand, then we have got, only in Sanatana Dharma you have the system of Guru Parampara. Acharya